Hello, everybody, and welcome to Federico Gymnasium on this Tuesday night, folks. It is coming down to it. It is playoffs time, just about. I am the voice, Greg Morano, alongside producer and owners Ben Barber and Dave DeAngelis. We are 3-2-1 Westerly, about to bring it to you, folks, here. And it's sort of a special night as Sid Hake is doing her senior project. I'll let her go.
Project. This game is dedicated to my nana who passed away from lung cancer, so if you want to donate, all the money is going to the American Lung Association. Thank you.
And again, that was Westerly's Sid Hake. Everybody knows, and this game is part of her senior project to benefit lung cancer on behalf of her nana. So that is also going on tonight, and it's kind of another special night as well. It is not a league game. They're getting lined up for the national anthem, so I'll let that go and kind of explain to you where both teams stand.
Respect and support the players, coaches, and officials. If you would like to become an official or a coach, please stop by the scores table and information will be provided to you. In the meantime, please help make this an enjoyable game for all by staying positive and cheering for your team. Would everybody please rise and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
All right. And I've been waiting all week. We didn't have a game yesterday for this. This is placement week, I will call it. This is when teams make their push to make the playoffs, to position themselves in the playoffs. And however, this game here tonight won't do that. This is a rivalry game, and this is Chariho, who is a Division II squad, and they are coming with it. They are having a great season. They are 13-2 in Division II, 14-3 overall. That being said, this is a great kind of a marker of where maybe the Bulldogs would stand had they been in that division. I don't know. For the girls, they've done some good work in the past couple weeks here. They've won 5 out of 7 games at the most important part of the season and really have put themselves in a good position. They are sitting in front of me with Portsmouth and LaSalle, who are in 1C with them, sitting above them. They already defeated Portsmouth once, and they play them again, so they certainly would jump over them. They lost to LaSalle by 2, but they play them again. That would put them in within a game of them. So the girls pretty much control whether they're in and their first opponent, possibly, I would say, maybe. Nevertheless, it's one game at a time the coaches are preaching throughout this week. I'll give you every playoff scenario in the world, but there's no real matchups whatsoever that you could guess at the moment. It's just kind of whether you'll be in or not. I know the boys need a big win this week, and that should be enough of a push to get themselves in to the playoffs. I think the girls already have a ticket. It's just really weird, 1C. has 3 teams that are all neck and neck, the Bulldogs, Portsmouth, and LaSalle. Bulldogs will see them both again moving forward. Again, tonight's game, a quality Chariho team. They're 13-2 and they're in 3rd place. It's pretty impressive. There's an undefeated squad and the team with 1 losses. So there's a few teams in Division 2 that are doing quite well. So taking the court are the Chargers. The Chargers are winners of, they're on a pretty good run themselves, 6 of 7, I do believe. All right, number 24, that's Emily Ballard, senior for the Chargers, in the middle against, we all know, Riley Peliquin. Number 14 for the Bulldogs, who, let me tell you, she's the catalyst for the season that this Bulldog team is having. She really is. She has done a great job of stepping up her game.
You know,
her
Greg.
Box number.
Greg, I'm a little bit torn here tonight. As you know, while I currently bleed blue, I am a Charger. I am a Charger alumni and a Charger at heart. So I'm rooting for the girls here in Westerly, especially here on Sid Hake's senior project night dedicated to her Nana. I am rooting for the Bulldogs 100%, but I do hope that it's a really good game. And I might go back and forth a little bit with you, just for the fun of it. But I'm rooting for the Bulldogs here. Voisinet!
And the Bulldogs start out from deep, and the first 3 on the board for the Dogs, who start out with a press. And Voisinet on the ball. She had a great game offensively last game they played as well. She's starting to dial it in. As a sophomore, she did the same thing last season in the steal. Voisinet starts early on her feet, number 11 for the Bulldogs. Hake with it. A little movement off the pick by Pellegrino. They swing, that's Rafferty. And Pellegrino, nice post by Pellegrino. Pass off the mark, but she did just enough to get it to Hake. Down low in a busy spot. Too many people. And it looks like this Chariho team, I'm going to guess, likes to run a little bit. They have the good size, but right there, the pivot move blocked by Pellegrino, reeled in by Pellegrino. Now, let me tell you, this little duo of Pellegrino and Pellegrino that has developed really, started last year because Pellegrino got a lot of time, but really this season has turned into, that's a block. Let's see if it's going up for the shot. I do believe it is. So doing everything right now for the Bulldogs. This is a mirror start for her in the last game that the Bulldogs played. Well, as I was saying, Pellequin and Pellegrino underneath, that really makes this Bulldogs team tricky to defend. And also a very good defensive team near the hoop. First one is a go for the Bulldogs.
You know,
these 2 teams, go ahead.
Well, Greg, I was just going to say, if there was one person that I would want at the foul line from all the teams that we've covered so far this year, it would be Voisinet.
Oh, yeah, she absolutely has. She has got a great shot. She's going to be one of their guards again. I mean, not much different than she's done the past 2 seasons, except she probably won't get off the court at all. Bulldogs Pellegrino fouled when she got rid of that pass, and the Bulldogs will retain possession here. 5-0 Westerly early on here. First quarter action, non-league game. However, it's a nice little rivalry game, and it's also a nice little benchmark game for the Bulldogs. Moving forward, and baseline jumper no good. Bulldogs back up on D a little bit. And nice pass underneath, kick out, open, no good. Rebound, nice box out by Pellequin, who comes down with it. And Hake, that's Rafferty, will push it up top to Hake. And the offense will catch up on the post. Pellegrino straight to it with her left. Partial block, nice job by the defense. And again, pressure into the hoop, kick out. 11 on 11 there. Baseline jumper from about 10, no good. Bulldogs can't get the rebound, but they foul them. That's going to send the Chargers to the line for a pair and a chance to get on the board for the first time.
The Bulldogs are playing hard tonight. They obviously you want to win every game, but I think that an emotional game tonight, like one of your captain's senior nights dedicated to their grandmother and to benefit lung cancer, I feel like there's a little bit extra momentum for the Bulldogs tonight.
Oh, absolutely. First free throw drops, and I believe there's extra momentum as the date changes in February. They move on from here to LaSalle. They lost to LaSalle, loose ball here, and the second one's no good. They split. They lost to LaSalle 52-50. And LaSalle has got now 5 losses. So that's the Bulldogs' next matchup. They'd have to defeat LaSalle, which would still give a deep 3. No good. Rebound right to Pelican. Up and in it goes. Quick 2 for the Bulldogs. Makes it 7-1. So, I mean, if they knock them off, that's great. They play Portsmouth, who is above them at the moment. They've already defeated them. So a win would assure them ahead of Portsmouth. And they finished with South Kingstown. They've knocked off the Bulldogs twice this season. And it's tough to beat a team 3 times, certainly. But that being said, as a Bulldog, you don't want a huge matter of importance. So sitting on that last game of the season on the road, their senior night, and they've already had the Bulldogs number early. 7-1 the score here. Chariho probably a little surprised by this Bulldog attack because it really has become an attack. Defensively, they swarm. They have hands and arms everywhere, and there's a timeout on the floor, undoubtedly called by Chariho. Early energy, all Bulldogs, and the score 7-1. We'll take a quick break at the 4:53 mark. And as the girls take the court here, coming out of the timeout, 7-1, Westerly early, and the Bulldogs playing like they've been playing of late. It's extra energy. I mean, they're coming together right when they need to. I mean, they're fast, so they can shoot the 3, and defense, and they can play in the block with Pelican and Pellegrino. Their defense underneath, and right there, kick out, head fake to the baseline, back to Pelican. What a look by Voisinette. I mean, that was a no look from the baseline. Finds the rope underneath, and again, what a great start by Juliana Voisinette. And Pelican doing her thing underneath. That's Rafferty with another steal. And loose ball. Bulldogs have it and foul, so the Chargers will go to the free throw line. 9-1 Westerly in Westerly. Now, Chariho has a pretty good presence, obviously. Not a very long ride. But the Bulldogs turning out without a doubt. So the Bulldogs, like I said, they head to LaSalle, then they go to Portsmouth. They defeated Portsmouth by 8. So they have every chance of picking up a couple more wins here in the league. And it's just crazy because Division 1A and Division 1C all have substantial competition with winning records. And Division 1B is sitting there. I don't know if a certain amount of teams from each division get in. Well, they only have one that would make it in any other division. So we'll see how they work it. Here we go. We're live. And they get on the board again, 9-2. So the Bulldogs need to capitalize on this slow start, which they've been doing. Off the press, that was a no-problem break to Voisinette over there in the corner where she can do anything. Shoot, attack, pass. Hake at the top of the key. A lot of movement on their offense. The pick set on both sides of the roll. They get it to her on the block. Turn around with the right. That's the thing. No finish, but that play, that was a beautiful play. It was a great setup. I think she didn't quite know her distance from the hoop, which happens regularly. The kick out. Hake. And the floater goes in, 9-4. Here we go now. Bulldogs Rafferty will inbound, and Chariho will step in and press. Pellegrin, and we have a timeout by Coach Hake and the Bulldogs. As they're seeing a little bit of a new look from Chariho. She wants to get a jump, wants to jump the gun on it. 9-4 here, quarter number 1. And like I said, folks, this is the last week of the regular season. I shouldn't say that. The boys actually go to the 15th, so they had a little hangover in the following week. We talked to Coach Fazaro on Saturday morning, Sports Talk with the Voice, and he said they need one more, and that should assure them of a spot in the playoffs. So it's a huge week for the boys, and we'll be bringing them live to you tomorrow night. I do believe, and that will be 3-2-1 Westerly. I have their schedule right in front of me somewhere. A lot of paperwork in front of me. Let me see. Yes, North Kingstown, and that game is in North Kingstown tomorrow night. Friday night is the boys' senior night versus Classical. That's a tough draw, but regardless, hopefully unnecessary. Bulldogs, nice passing, breaks the press. Kicks it out. Back into Pellegrino. Over, under, and in it goes. That's a move of beauty. Nearly impossible to defend if it's run well with your pivot foot, and she did right there. Bulldogs answer out of the timeout. I love watching the first score. You'll know out of timeouts and halves and quarters. That's where the chess match really comes in. And I kind of think which coach really won out of the just that first play. And the Bulldogs there. Picked off by Pelican. Could have been Rafferty. Either one jumped the lane and underneath. Hake has it. Pelican open three. And up and out just off the mark. Bulldogs. Carroll's trying to run. I just don't think that they can outrun the Bulldogs with speed-wise. I mean, speed on the court between Hake and Rafferty, forget it. That's quick. They're all quick up and down the court, but the Chargers haven't been able to outrun them. Three, Rafferty off the mark, and the rebound comes down, and the Chargers only trailing by 7 or anybody's ball game. And that's a jumper from the free throw line, and that is off the mark. Another rebound. I don't know if that's actually called a rebound by Pelican, but the Bulldogs have it. Rafferty with it, and challenged defensively, still loose, and that's going to be a Chariho steal. Scrappy squad, become 13-2 otherwise. Reach in from behind on Hake. They will take it in from underneath their own hoop. So it's a fast running game. They're moving back and forth. I think that Chariho maybe thought they could, speed-wise, get up and down the court a little faster than the Bulldogs are capable of doing. And the Bulldogs have proven that not to be the case. And that is with their, I call it their big lineup with Pelican and Pellegrino in. I mean, that's their two biggest inside presence they have. And still can't be outrun and reach in, steal. Still loose, and it'll go out of bounds off Rafferty. Had it for the moment, and seemingly gets her hands in on nearly every pass, and that wasn't her. Is that Hannah Seltzer, the senior number 2? Well, so that getting ready to check back in at the next whistle, and immediately Seltzer with the interception, I'll call it. And Pelican has it to the corner. Hake. Their players move, coming off, goes away from the pick to the hoop underneath the line. Picked up by Pelican. 2 defenders are there to strip that. And they do a nice job inside defensively as well, keeping their feet set, getting their hands up, and that is off the Bulldogs. Will stay with Chariho. 11-4 start here. We are in quarter number 1. Final push of the regular season, folks. And this girl team has had incredible success this year. They really have. Nice D on that. 3 is no good, and Bulldogs get it back. Wasn't that with the rebound, and she'll take it up the court. The ladies really have, and I guarantee you it was no surprise to Coach Hake, she'd tell you, because she exuded confidence. Let me tell you when she called in on their show. And nice play, nice pass up and in. The assist was the net, the points Pelican, and the advantage Bulldogs by 9, 13-4. I think the Bulldogs right now are all running a really smooth, efficient offense, and I don't care that the Chariho team's Division 2 or not. It's 13-2, 13-2. Rebound, ripping it away from everybody, wasn't that? And yes, she slid a little bit, unfortunately, trying to rip it away from her opponent. So Chariho get it back under the hoop and try to solve this Bulldog defense. I mean, I want to say they've started cold, but they haven't gotten off too many, and that's a jumper, only 2, right? No, 3. She was behind the line, so the answer there. And that's unfortunate. The turnover turned into 3, 13-7. Again, 6-point game, anyone's game. Hake to Vazanet. Off the Pelican pick. Roll not there. Swings to the baseline far side. That's the freshman Nova Woodward who came in a couple minutes ago. Underneath the Pelican. Back to Wazanet, and a little miscommunication there. I don't think she expected it back. I don't know why she would have gotten it back. They were like 2 feet from each other. That being said, it will stay with Chariho as it trickles out of bounds off the hands of a Bulldog. Rafferty will defend the inbound as, let me see, I think Ellie Dodge checked in for the Bulldogs, and that is Lillian Gorman right there, Nova Woodward, Hannah Seltzer, and defended, no good. 1 quarter in the books, folks. Not high scoring, but an advantage for the Bulldogs. 13 for Westerly, 7 for the Chargers. Great defense. We'll be back.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Welcome back, everybody, as the coaches of each team come up with early strategy. We're just starting the second, folks, 13-7. I like what I've seen out of the Bulldogs, obviously, but again, it's a 6-point game, and this is a quality Chariho team. Bulldogs defense speed right now, I think, has been the difference, the speed of their defense. That being said, the Bulldogs, boys Bulldogs, I say they needed a victory as we talked to Coach Fazaro, in the last game, and they defeated Cranston West. I don't know if this article came out after that or not, but we don't do Cranston. We're unable to do Cranston games. If that's the case, then they would have gotten that victory that they needed already. I'll bring you all that up-to-date stuff for the boys tomorrow, needless to say.
Well, does that count? Because the Cranston game was a non-league game, right?
Like you very much. You're absolutely right. It does not count. You're right. They were it is non-league. I was wondering how I would have missed it. I was like, how did I miss it? Game of that importance. Back on the court, and I have a feeling that the old alum will have their opportunity this game to cheer. There's a lot more to go out of Charo. Nice play right there, up and in.
Absolutely.
As you can see, I mean, it's just underneath the Bulldogs' defense has been there, but look at it, we got a 4-point ball game. I mean, and I'll tell you what, the Bulldogs played really good defense, and they're only up by 4. So,
Chariho loves their girls' basketball teams. I graduated with a tremendous player, the first ever Chariho girls basketball 1,000-point career scorer, Allegra Lavoie.
Well, there you go, and that is a great accomplishment. We used to have banners up for people who did that stuff, but I think the team banners overtook it. Wesley's had a few. I mean, they did have when I was in school, I think she was a year ahead of me, but I feel terrible because I don't remember her name, but she scored 1,000.
Yeah.
But it was, again, a different division. It was not Division 1, and I'll tell you what, I've seen Division 1, and it is no joke that these women have been through. The Pelican splits gets 1 out of 2. Bulldogs go up by 5, and that's why I'm so impressed with the season that they've had this year. And what a block by Pelican. Third of the day, pretty much. I mean, some of them she just hovers over. You can call them handoffs. But she covers so much ground. Like, she could be, I mean, I'm talking near the paint and get to alter a 3-point attempt. She stretches that far and can gain that much ground defensively. And that is up, and that is off the mark. Charo tries to save it, unable to do it, and the Bulldogs. So Charo is a little bit cold, we're going to say here, but yeah, and as I was saying, Chariho athletic-wise has always been competitive. When I was in school, granted that was before football at all. But they were always good in baseball. They were always good in basketball. And like I said, we were always friendly. It was like a friendly rivalry. We actually had friends we hung out with.
Absolutely.
In the middle here, another turnover, and Chariho almost gives it back, but we'll hand on to it. Now, you got to figure this game is a game that teams have to find the motivation and find it in themselves to, I don't want to say get totally up for it, because the caliber, nice D on the inbound, forces the steal by Rafferty, and up by Wozniak, and in. What a play by the Bulldogs on the inbound. Interrupts whatever thought I had there, and that was a lot better. So the Bulldogs back to the press, and a nice 7-point lead. That's the most it's been. And the defense, I'm telling you, the transition from offense to defense has been a major difference here. And into 3 Bulldogs, and it doesn't get the shot, but every time you go in there the paint, this Bulldog team is collapsing. They go to the free throw line again, the Chargers with a heavy free throw opportunity advantage. So it's going to be exciting to move forward here, and then springtime. Busy, busy, busy. Lots of sports, lots of fun. And the first one's good. What's that now?
I was going to say, Dave DeAngelis, our producer director here. Dave, what are your thoughts on the Chariho Westerly rivalry as somebody who sort of had a foot in both schools?
It's healthy. It's not. I don't think it's contentious, and I think it's really, really fun because, I think there's a lot of geographically, there's a lot of mixing of these schools, and it's really fun. I like it. I've always liked it.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's always fun. It's like Westerly Stonington. Where in a lot of ways it's one town, it's one community. There's not a lot to do in Chariho, so these kids are. If you want to go bowling, if you want to go to the beach, if you want to go to a nice restaurant, most of the time you're coming to Westerly. So a lot of these kids know each other. They've played each other for years. They're friends with each other, and I think it's great when they get to play each other like this.
Yes, and I will agree with that, except there's a lot more friendship between Wesley Chariho than Wesley Stonington.
Well, yes.
That is real. I don't get that's for real.
That's what I was gonna
there's
say.
friendships and everything, but
Way
there's
better.
definitely a lot more, I don't know what you want to call it, behind those games.
Well, we don't have a 100-year rivalry either.
Yeah,
so.
that's it, exactly. But I was one, just like Dave said, me and my friends used to hang out with like-aged kids that went to Chariho. We were friends all through high school, and I worked with one, and so that's definitely what I would call. This is going to be an intense game, and it's going to be. I think it's going to come down to it in the fourth, and it's a hard rivalry like that, but I think with a little bit more respect for each other.
Back many years ago, before Chariho was built in the 60s or 70s, a lot of kids from Chariho, before Chariho was done, a lot of kids from Richmond and Hopkinton would actually go to Westerly public schools. So we used to be a part of Westerly in a weird way. Some kids would go there, and some kids would go to South Kingstown before the district was made for Charlestown, Richmond, and Hopkinton.
And that's a nice piece of information. That's a nice entry pass to Pellegrino. Wait, from like 4 feet away, layup is good. Beautiful play, great finish. That is Cecilia Saint on the ball, and Woodward now. So a couple of subs here into the game. And see that ground that she covered with that hand in the eye? I mean, she was a mile off that shot, she being Riley Peliquin, and still was able to alter it. I mean, that's why she's so effective in volleyball. It'll be interesting what her future choices are, and I'd love to talk. She's going to be one of the people that we absolutely get on the show and talk to. She has the option. I don't know if she's pursuing sports, but most definitely would have the option. Probably have a couple different sports with the option to move on. And in the middle, tough D by the Chargers. The Bulldogs able to come away with it. They had to leave somebody somewhere, but they recovered well. And Rosanette on the scene, on the baseline. She owns that the baseline, forces the Chargers comeback, and that is at that 7-point mark, the biggest lead they've matched of the game. Bulldogs 20, Chargers 13. We'll be back in a sec.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
And we are back midway through quarter number 2. Bulldogs with a 7-point advantage over the Chariho Chargers. Chargers 13-2 in Division 2, having a heck of a year. And believe it or not, at 13-2, they're in third. That's a tough top of their division. There's an undefeated squad and a one-loss squad. Moses Brown's undefeated, and Shea's got one. So that playoff run is going to be a tough one, but a very entertaining one. And now here for Westerly, they have really turned it on this season. And like I said, winners of 5 out of their last 7 here. This game has, again, no playoff bearing if you're just joining us, but it has bearing. Ask anybody that's down there on the court, any of the coaches, families, whatever it may be. But it has the bearing that they'll wish good luck to each other at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
that kind of barrier. They really will, and it's a great thing to have. They played in the holiday tournament together, but their numbers never lined up, and they never played. Westerly played South Kingstown and Stonington in that tournament, and so they didn't get a look. And second go off a bad bounce, Bulldogs Varsity takes it in. And got numbers in every category. I'm telling you, some of these girls are really finding their groove, and it's a collective groove. They know where each other's going to be. They're really working the inside more. And once that comes up with the save, Woodward's shot, I think that might have been tipped a little bit. Pellegrino runs it down. Back to Woodward, tries to go up with it, and they're going to call it on the floor. They held her down onto the floor. That's why she was on the floor. But the Bulldogs will inbound. And it is going to be Wasn't with the honors. So we have a big senior night on Friday night. It's an unfortunate draw for teams for the boys. They'll play Classical, who they're tough. They're tough to say the least. But it's about the Bulldogs have their destinies in their hands as far as making the playoffs. They got plenty of games against a couple teams that they've already defeated.
Oh, what a way to fight and get that ball back.
Yeah, Woodward, she's a tough one. Nice look underneath by Pellegrino. The assist from the top of the key out of your center. That's great court knowledge and athletic ability. And that's good D. Keeps her feet. No foul. Shot contested. I mean, the defense underneath, I'm telling you, the presence underneath they have right now is allowing for a lot of other things to happen. They don't connect there, but that's one of the first times tonight that's happened to this Bulldogs team. They're doing a much better job of finishing. Sitting on that 9-point advantage from three. She steps back off the mark. The Chargers have 2 threes at least. I know that. So running towards the hoop, Pellegrino, and the block. Nice block by the Chargers.
Chargers started out the night with a 3 from Voisinette.
Bulldogs did, yeah. We have a whistle.
I'm sorry. Whew. Freudian slip there.
Looks like there's a timeout. I heard a horn. I don't know what's happening. Going to be inbounding from near us here. Okay. So there's a foul called off the ball on the Chargers. And the Bulldogs inbound. So I am just uber excited, man. The boys tomorrow night, this week, see how things pan out. This is what all their work has come down to. And, man, I'm telling you, this team right in front of us is they've done a lot. They had their backs against the wall early on. And look at the tenacity and toughness. Number 24, only a sophomore, folks, hangs on to possession. Finally, Coach A calls timeout. I do believe that'll preserve the possession before the jump ball was called. 2:46 to go in the half, 22-13. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
So we are back here at Federico Gymnasium, and a good first half effort here out of the Bulldogs with a 9-point advantage, biggest lead of the night, and forcing, actually that was a Bulldog timeout to maintain possession here. So as the halftime approaches, Bulldogs defense has really been impressive with me, and the offense doing a better job finishing. Still have the splits at the free throw line where they haven't been very often, but I just think that they really came to the gym tonight with a good game plan versus this Charger team. Some unexpected looks, I think, and matchups, and the numbers have worked out for the Bulldogs thus far. Inbounding a freshman, Nova Woodward, we all know by now. And the play is over the top, and St. has it. Pass off Woodward, 3. It is up, and it is just off the front of the rim and out. Chariho will get it off the ball. No one saw that, so that's unfortunate. Never mind, but the Chargers with it. And again, Woodward gets a hand on it, and loose pass, a little sloppy, and touches the end line. Is that what happened? It is, and Pelican's going to inbound for the Bulldogs to St. So Saint, another guard, and she got a little time last year. She's also going to be obviously playing guard for the next 2 years for this Bulldog squad, along with not necessarily guard, but with Woodward and so many young players with so much experience. You're not going to see a let off in this team for a few years to come. Foul in the bucket, and that's what you get. I mean, you're going to get that at least once a game when you have 7, 8 blocks a game. That means you probably tried 10, 12, 13 times to make a block. So I mean, you're going to get the foul and the finish occasionally. I'll take the good with the bad with that as far as Pelican goes. She is effective with her approach, even if it turns into this occasionally. That being said, I do think she got a little breath and is going to get a little strategy from one of the coaches, and the free throw is in for Chariho, who, folks, 6-point game, man. That's 2 shots. We have had a heck of a game. It feels like the Bulldogs have been in full control, and they have, but that's the beauty of basketball. It comes down to the end because it's a 2-shot game. Gorman with it, bounce pass, and the whistle. As we saw Pellegrino stumbling, I wondered why, and she had been shoved. So it'll be on the floor, and the Bulldogs will, I do believe, inbound. Yes, it'll be the senior, Hannah Seltzer, number 2. And back in comes Wazanet. She is nice defense, someone open on the wing, and that was a tough pass, too low, had to flip it up over. You can always use the back court turnover and a foul on the other end. So now Chariho will go to the line. So they flip-flop scenarios, and we are just under 2 minutes now. Still at only a 6-point deficit. 6-point ball game, I should say, either way. The Bulldogs are coming off of a victory over Situate, where the headlines, Pellegrino leads Bulldogs. So it's the play underneath. Riley Pellaquin has had headlines numerous times this season, and that is no coincidence with their victories. Come the headlines and the names of your 2 biggest players underneath the hoop. Pellaquin can stretch it out more like forward than center, really. So they complement each other very well. And this guard system that the Bulldogs have, they have so many, and they're so effective. That's why they're so fast, and they never get tired. Free throw, it finds its way in. A 4-tapper, drops, and now we are down to 4. Anybody's ball game, and the rivalry naturally will grow right here tonight. If the game stays this close, let me tell you, that rivalry, it'll get heated at the end of the game. I mean, these teams are putting it absolutely all on the line. And we have Pellegrino going towards the hoop, looking to kick out. I think the defense saw that as well. They're able to hold on to the ball. Saint with the kick out. And Woodward finds a spot and doesn't connect, and that's going to go to Chariho. 22-18. Chariho able to, they can bring it to 2. 1 even, depending here. Bulldog defense and off the pick. They swing it towards the near baseline in front of the dog pound. And underneath, and they tried to jump the pass, and again, that's an aggressive move, but they're successful with that quite often. They gives up the 2, and we got a 2-point ball game. Holy smokes! All of that control, time of possession. I'm thinking of football stats because it's frustrating when you control an entire game, and then boom, with that steal, it could be a tie or you could be losing. 9-point lead has turned into 2. And now the half can't come fast enough for the Bulldogs. 3-point chance to lead, and that doesn't go. And the Bulldogs will have it with 30 seconds to go. That shuts down the shot clock. They can hang on to the last possession and make sure they go in with a lead. They're up 22-20. Bulldogs JV team is set up over there for some reason. Anyway, Saint with it for the Bulldogs. Eye on the clock here, and almost loses it. She does lose it, and it's going to be a turnover. So again, Chariho ending the half with all the momentum, and 7 straight with the ball here. A chance to tie, take the lead. Man, oh man, I knew it was going to be a good finish, but how quick did the things dissipate here? And a nice play, they got her on the run. And nice pass underneath, up, looking for that foul. Wasn't there. Great defense by the Bulldogs. and they'll get the whistle for the reach in, I think. And yep, that'll be it. But they had the foul to waste, so Woodward will take it up to court. And inbound. That's number 22, Emerson Federico, a sophomore. Woodward has it. Kicks it to Wozinet. And her shot attempt stripped, blocked, and up ahead. Can she catch up to it? She does. And a tie game at the buzzer. Holy smokes, folks. These neighbors, I'm saying it's not that heated of a rivalry. Yeah, talk to these girls in the second half. What a finish for the Chargers. Not what the doctor ordered for the Bulldogs. Big discussion at the half, I'm sure. That being said, 22-22. It doesn't get better than this, folks. Halftime, we'll take a break.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance.
Welcome back, everybody. We got a little extra special halftime show, folks. I do believe that was our first preview of our middle school Lady Bulldogs. And let me tell you, folks, they are impressive. I got the article. I was going to talk about it, how the boys and girls in the middle school finished their regular season division champions undefeated. And I do believe we'll definitely get it confirmed by tomorrow night. I do believe the middle schools, they got a bye each, and they play their playoff game on Saturday. If they win, I believe there's a state championship type thing on Sunday. So that I just want to get that out there to anybody. I had to hit the locker room for a minute at the half. I came back, they were playing. And I decided about a minute later to start keeping score, and I had it at 20-4. And I was told that this team plays quarters that end games, and I wasn't lied to, clearly. It's ridiculous. Some of the plays they run are so smooth, and if they're not there for the shooter, the design shooter, they realize that they're on court IQ. These are middle schoolers, and that was such an impressive half, or such an impressive short display. And you also got to realize they're nervous. They're playing at the high school gymnasium, and they know they got a condensed amount of time to show you what they got. So it took them a second or two to warm up, but let me tell you, that's a heck of a squad, and we wish them the best of luck moving forward. Obviously, an opportunity to have a state champion middle school basketball team. We got Super Bowl football, Pee Wee teams. We got wrestling blowing through the roof in Westerly. It's just sport after sport after sport in Westerly. That's just it's a good time to be a Bulldog and a good time to be a Bulldog fan. And that was awesome at the half. It really was. Hopefully we'll maybe get an opportunity to see the boys in one of the other games this week. I don't know. But that was something special. And what they're doing this season is something special. But now back to the president. What these ladies right here are doing is something special here this year. Our Lady Bulldog varsity squad. They really are. They're coming in here tonight at 8-7 in the league. They're going to leave at 8-7 in the league, no matter what. That being said, this is a game where you work on things and where you try new things. And a lot of things they did in the first half was good. I want to say time of possession or whatever. They controlled the pace of the game. The whole first half until that last, 4 or 5 minutes. And now we got a tie ball game, anybody's game. 13-2 Chariho's in Division 2, 8-7 Westerly, Division 1. And add the little rivalry factor. And then right there you see a perfect example of the sportsmanship factor that lacks a tiny bit in the other rivalry. But that being said, I think this was a really smart schedule by the coach, by Coach Hake, to put this in there for her team to play, just to get a little bump start to the last 2 regular season games, really. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. Bulldogs will inbound. Chariho set back on D here. 22-22, second half action. Federico Gymnasium Sports. I think the rest of the week, I don't know the whole schedule. All I know is it's that time where my blood pressure rises. And this is what everybody plays for and practices for. And off the pick, nothing on the roll. Nice D. Hake to the top to Pellegrino, back to Hake. And she wanted it. Defense stepped up, pass, nice D by the Chargers, number 10, jumping over there. That's Aaron O'Leary, Jr. And another thing about the Chargers, I actually root for their football team. I have Coach Samangio. Oh,
there we go.
What a factor he had has had in my entire life. My high school coaching staff, any member of it, man. I'll root for them wherever they go, whatever they do. He's one of them. But I also have I have family, I have friends, and there's parents that are fans of ours and are at every Westerly game. That's at every Chariho game too. So. And as well as that, first bucket of the half here. So we're opening the second half like we opened the first. I mean, she got near starting time. She got a lot of time as a freshman, pretty much starting time last year. And ripped away by Pellegrino. This Bulldog lineup is tough. This is the lineup that built the lead in the first half. This is going to try to get back to what was working early. You're also going to see, I'm sure, players in a few different scenarios than they might be going forward, but this is the game you work it off the pick, double pick, zone by Chariho, turn around inside, blocked. That's a tough shot to get around your defender. Chariho will push. 24-22, quarter number 3. Final week and a half of the regular season for both boys and girls basketball. And the runner doesn't go. Bulldog Pellegrino with the rebound. And up top, Pellegrin moves it down the court. Nice pass to Wasn't.
I'm going to miss basketball when the season's over, Greg.
Oh, absolutely. And the turnaround, Pellegrino works her way up into the free throw line. I am too. Absolutely. I mean, we got two teams that have done a nice job developing, and the show helps gain what you feel is like a relationship with the team. You know what I mean? Which I find enhances the whole scenario. First free throw is off the mark. 24-22 here. The boys need to grab a win, and their competition doesn't end by date until no. But they got to win one of the last 3. They've defeated 2 of the teams first time around, but let me tell you, the Division 1, I have found out that it doesn't matter. Every team's going to bring it, especially at this point in the year. Chariho with it. In the corner, open, doesn't handle it, allows the Bulldogs to switch. Whistle. That was travel, and the Bulldogs will take possession. Wasn't will inbound to Hake. So, yeah, I mean, the middle school girls and boys completed undefeated season, well, I mean, in unbelievable fashion, and both stand the opportunity to win a state championship. Like I said, I think it's Saturday, but I will update you. And nice pass, nice take to the hoop with the left by Pellegrino. And that gives the Bulldogs a 5-point advantage, and the steal by Hake. And it's up just a little too strong. Chariho's going to try to push. Nice job by Pellegrin, cutting down the passing lane, and followed by Rafferty on the way up. Back to the line they'll go. Some of these girls' scores, I'm looking at them in front of me now that I got the opportunity to watch them for a tiny bit of time. And man, oh man, they're pretty smooth. Let me tell you, well coached. I think Mike Reyes and his wife coached the team, and he was a star himself when he played basketball here in the high school. And man, he's the epitome of a Bulldog, and he does constant work with kids, and it's just fantastic with them. And I'm sure the same goes for the Bulldogs boys coach. I'm just not sure who it is. Chariho connects on one. They split as well, which they've done for the night. And we have a timeout. No, we don't. We have just an official timeout. They're going to let the Bulldogs make the switch. And a Seltzer in. Rafferty to get a break.
And just a reminder, tonight is Sid Hake's senior project to benefit lung cancer. Where I don't know what the exact donation is. We'll find that out, and we'll put that out for you as soon as we can. But it is in honor of her Nana. And we also have a beautiful comment on the Facebook page from someone watching from North Carolina. So shout out to them and the whole Hake family for tonight's senior project. And we hope that the girls can pull it out for Nana. I don't know if it's Nana Hake or the other side of the family, but we hope that they can pull it out tonight for them. And I'm excited to see the rest of the game.
Absolutely. Thank you for reminding me about that. I kind of let that go, but. And the shot, that's no good. Rebound by Pellegrin. The Hake family in its entirety is such a big part of Westerly sports and Westerly in general, both parent Ed and Coach Sue Hake, and as well as they just graduated their son, who I got to watch got to announce the back portion of his career, the back half, and he's in college now, and Sid's on the floor ready to go to college. It's crazy. It really is, and I like I said, you root for them, then you kind of get sad when they leave, but a new crew's coming through, and I mean, you get excited about that. So it's just so much fun. It really is. And we have a whistle and a reach-in foul on the Chargers. So in the meantime, they've exchanged one bucket that we have not spoken about. They'll inbound now. Bulldogs holding a 2-point advantage here. We're moving our way in and through quarter number 3. And as the days move on, my voice gets louder. My blood pressure goes up. I got my blood pressure pills. I didn't need them tonight. It's a non-league game. But I'm telling you, going forward, it's just nothing but fun from here. Spring seems just like a flurry all in and of itself. 3-pointer no good. Chariho will take possession, trailing by 2. There's just so much going on. And I also want to get, we're going to get Coach Pizzato at some point on with the award winners for football. They came out, or did he already do that?
He did not do that yet.
All right, yeah, so we got to do that. And all sorts of good stuff happening on Saturday mornings, 9 to 11. And that is going to be year-round. And back and forth, where are we going? It's going to go in favor of the Bulldogs here. So a back and forth start. Defense. No, I'm wrong. Not in favor. Woodward will go to the line. The freshman's first is up and good. I mean, Coach Hay definitely seems like she's developed herself a nice little system here that's having success now, and it's just going to grow. It really is. I mean, it's grown right before our eyes, like magnanimously, if that's a word. I don't know, but I'll buy a lot.
I don't even know
really
what
has.
you just said could have been a word.
Yeah, you know. Sometimes I think doesn't make
It might have
sense.
been a word. You mumbled and I couldn't hear it. So it was a very
I second
funny
guessed
thing.
myself halfway through it. And pick and roll there, nice job by the defense.
He said, what did he say? Magnanimous,
Yeah, there you go.
Which is-
Okay, magnanimous is a word.
which is generous or forgiving, especially toward a rival or a less powerful person.
That's not what I used it as.
Well,
All right.
Deep 3.
was a word, though.
And it worked, though. I mean, see? Complete sentence, anyway. And a loose ball scramble here. The travel on the floor by the Chargers. Bulldogs will take it. They have a 4-point advantage here now. The Bulldogs at the half, we were knotted at 22. And the ladies hit the road for their last 2 games. So they're home against LaSalle, definitely looking for redemption on the 12th. And today being only the 6th, obviously everyone can do math. They have 5 days of practice. Nice play, nice finish by Pellegrin. 5 days without a game, and then they hit their last 3. LaSalle, Portsmouth, South Kingstown, they all have bearing. So a very important finish, especially with however they may set up their playoffs that I'm unaware of. And that time they're going to get back to the free throw line again. That whistle on Rafferty. 6-point advantage for the Bulldogs, again controlling the pace of the third quarter. It's been the sloppiest quarter of the 3 that by both teams. That being said, they still seem to be controlling the pace, but in the blink of an eye, especially in high school basketball, 9 points can be an 11-point swing. And just like you can't miss your free throws if you want to swing, and that's the situation with Chariho, similar to the Bulldogs, 1 for 2 quite often. And you have Pelican underneath, joined by Woodward. They box out well. Rebound goes to Pelican. And up over the top. Seltzer. Back to Pellegrin. Wells in that. She's about one of the best baseline players I see in high school. Loves the baseline. Nice runner, nice pass. Just off the back of the rim. Doesn't drop. 6-point game. Chariho's ball. In the corner. Woodward forces her behind the hoop. And they're stuck in the corner again. This Bulldog defense. And forced the timeout by Chariho. So early energy in favor of the Bulldogs. What was a tie is a 6-point Bulldog advantage. We will be right back here, folks.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.
And we are back. Chariho will inbound, trailing by 6.
Hey, fellas.
What
What do we
up?
got?
Just wanted to say I watched back the beginning of the broadcast just to inform you for the reason for this senior project. Sid said that it was for her nana who passed away from lung cancer, and all proceeds will go to American Lung Association. So I'll drop the comment. I'll drop a comment of the link if you want to donate. So that's where all the donates. This where all the proceeds are going to now.
Thank you, Dave. That's why you're the
Yes.
best in the biz, my friend.
That's
Do what I
it.
can. Now let me just update that score. There we go. All right, I'm
Back
out.
to 5, and
Enjoy.
one more free throw coming. Up and in. Both of them good for Chariho, and we're back to 4. This one's going to come down to it. I mean, I don't know. Does this give you a little look whereabouts we'd be in Division 2? One game, I don't know. But, I mean, we're competing with a team that's 13-2. We've been leading the majority of the game, or the entirety. With a team that's 13-2 in Division 2. The turnover, Woodward, the shot, not going to go. Saved by Pelican. Gets it in, Seltzer attacks underneath to Gorman in. Good eyes, good effort, good saves, good passes, good finish. And that'll give them a 6-point advantage. Up and in, and that'll be no good. Doesn't finish. Bulldogs with it. That's Kate Rafferty moving it across the court.
I forget. Kate Rafferty's a junior, right?
Yes, she is.
All right, excellent.
But she's been all division, and she's been all division on the soccer field like every year, freshman included, and or starting varsity as a freshman included. I know because it's been her and Sid Hake on the defense pretty much since I've been here. So, and I do believe she'll be on the lacrosse field too as well in the spring. From the free throw line here to cut into this 5, what do we got? Mass bad 6-point advantage. And that'll make it 5. Quarter's a little longer, a little sloppier with fouls. But the halftime was a little elongated as well. As they let the young ladies play, which absolutely worth it. They do a nice job here, choreographing. I mean, the community is coming around sports in a fashion that I've never seen, and I'll tell you what, coming around everybody involved, and I can personally say that. And it's really exciting, it really is. I mean, it's a fresh new beginning for the boys team. A new beginning for everybody, really. I mean, this year was a new beginning for football. Up and in, 3-point opportunity for Pelican as the lead was 4, and now it can jump to 7 with a free throw. Great way to end quarter number 3 if she's able to do that. 22 seconds will remain and no shot clock. Free throws up and no good. Boy, need those free throws, and Chariho has it. And they can wait till the last shot. And they find someone open. They're not waiting. They're just looking for help. And they finally get someone underneath for the bucket. Turns into 2 for Chariho. Going to have to hurry here. And they get it across. Up for 3. Woodward got a look. No good. 3 in the books. Bulldogs 35. Chargers 31. Tune in. The excitement's about to come to an end here, folks. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
And we are back as the coaches make their final adjustments going into quarter number 4. Again, you are watching a non-league matchup between the hopefully playoff-bound, who knows, maybe even a little subdivision winner in Division 1. It could go either way. The rest of the season is of vital importance. Chariho well on their way in Division 2 with a 13-2 division record, and we will wish them well off on their way once the final horn goes off here. Prior to that probably is not the case, as the Bulldogs take the court here. And we've seen a little bit of everything. Got a little bit of middle school girls action at the half. It's been a very fun night. The vice just gets tighter and tighter here as the day goes by, as the days go by, as the minutes tick by here, as the careers go by. I mean, that's the biggie. That it's easy for me, old dude watching games, to say how much the end really you remember. And these girls are really making it impressive. Three-pointer, nice pick. Cleared out the whole area, Pelican, and bang, there's your results. Just like that, Bulldogs open the quarter with a 3. This time it wasn't that. She had the first 3. First 3 quarters locked down. So the Bulldogs have opened every quarter now that I think about it with a 3, I think. But they haven't dedicated their night on the 3. I think that mesh that they've had tonight with the combination of Pellegrino and Pelican at the same time on the floor, they don't need to attempt 20 3-pointers. They've attempted a few in their shot percentage. Nice delay move, gets stripped. They've attempted a few and their shot percentage has been good. Their points in the paint's been up and hugely. They've held the control of the game. They're down to 4. Looking underneath, got someone on the baseline, and it's good from the baseline. 2-point game. This one's going to come down to it. Again, if you're going to schedule this non-league game right here before your last run into the playoffs, this is what you do. You challenge them. You make them play 4 quarters of pressure basketball. And that's what the coach did. And I know Coach Pizzato in baseball is famous for that. He puts his teams up in non-league games against three-pointer. Ooh. Bang! Right when the Dogs couldn't have needed it more in the 4th quarter. Pelican, and that's the morphed athlete that you see that I see in Debo Samuels on my 49ers, and I'll throw in there. But she's got that in basketball. She is so effective underneath, but she'll slip out from a screen and she'll drill a 3 on you without a drop of a hat. Or she'll get out there and give you a head fake and go to the hoop. So she has got a lot of different ways to attack. And whatever combinations they're putting out there tonight that they haven't been, we're going to see more of, I have a feeling. It's a 5-point advantage for the Bulldogs, as they did give up one in transition there pretty quick.
Now, Greg, surely you just said that you're rooting for the Niners in the Super Bowl?
Rooting? Oh, yes, at least.
So you're rooting against Westerly's own Taylor Swift.
Oh, all right.
Taylor Swift does not play for the Chiefs.
He doesn't watch my games.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it. After the Grammys. No, I'm sorry. Taylor's great.
I hope, you know what they say. The girls give athletes weak knees. I hope it works on Super Bowl Sunday. He's got the
that's funny. Also, it is pretty sad that Ooh.
Yeah, nice play there. Nice finish by the Bulldogs.
I just feel like it's sad that the Raiders and the Raiders fans have to deal with the Super Bowl being played at their new home stadium.
Brand new field.
And
that field's been in. Well, I was living in Vegas.
It's such a rival, too.
Oh,
you were living in Vegas?
Like 6 years. Yeah, I was doing fantastic.
Ooh. Let's have an episode of Sports Talk where we hear about that.
Let's say, no, you wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have been like my pad or something.
Oh,
yeah, that 3 is good, and the Bulldogs keep coming. And I said they weren't shooting a lot of threes before, but their percentage is popping. The gym is hopping. A little bit quiet, actually, in the middle of the week. About an even crowd. Again, it's a non-league game, but I'm not going to lie. I haven't heard a lot out of the dog pound. And that being said, Bulldogs have it spread now to 8. 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time for anything to happen. It's been a nice performance by this Bulldog squad. They're functioning. It seems smoother on offense. They're doing different things on offense, and I really like their lineup. They're pretty good. I mean, I'm looking down, and it's the way basketball has morphed. These lineups in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 guards on the Chariho lineup. 3 forwards, no center. So like that's what this game's turned into. It's speed, transition, threes, and then if you have a big body or two, then that's a complete puzzle. I mean, the Bulldogs even have they have a forward. They're pretty even between guards and forwards. Not Chariho. Chariho's just guard heavy. They have 3 forwards listed and no center. So that just explains, it shows a little bit about each team's approach, I guess. I mean, under our play in the block and the paint has been as good as it's been all year long. Both Pellegrino and Pelican with multiple abilities, smart defenders, and they can lay a little hit if you aggravate them too. No, I'm just kidding. This is play calls for it. And Chariho here trying to make it up for 8. Quick, 3, good. Back to 5. Right when you think you can take a deep breath, smooth out this Tuesday night, get ready, and no. Not this time of the year, folks. Not high school, and that's why we love it here at 321 Westerly. I think tomorrow's 321 radio. And it's deep from the baseline, doesn't go.
All the same thing, Greg.
Okay. See, I don't tune into myself. And up, and no good. Good D by the Bulldogs, man. Getting their hands up there, holding their spot, not committing the foul, not making it an easy shot.
Tomorrow is home.
Tomorrow's home.
Game. We are live on video, baby. North Kingstown.
Yes, we are. North Kingstown. We're live and in charge.
Woo! Top of the hill. Let's go.
So that means. All right. So the boys next 2 are
home.
At home. I would have just switched it and played North Kingstown on senior night. Rafferty in the corner. And
But your senior night's supposed to be your last home game.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, but it's supposed to be fun.
Oh my goodness. Oh my good. We're off the rails.
Anyway, inbounding, ready to inbound
Hey, it's
here.
a non-league game, right?
It
No,
is
it's
a
league.
non-league game. And
No, it's league. It's league.
No, this one.
Oh, this is non-league. Yeah.
Greg, come on now.
This is non-league. Well, I'm telling you, you're getting a reading measure. A short sample, obviously, very small sample size from and good. 3 games straight. This girl has been on fire on all parts of the court, not just big.
Ooh,
pick,
Rafferty
man.
got hit.
Yeah, big pick. If you don't have
You
your
know,
head in the
I think
swivel.
that I'm making this up, but I believe that Voisinette has 973 threes tonight.
Right? She's
I don't think that
I can't say
math
enough.
adds up, but I'm
She's
terrible.
been doing
at
it. She's been doing it for a few years now, and pressure doesn't affect her. And she's their sniper. I mean, I've been saying that all year long, and she has been really putting it together 3 games straight now. I mean, I don't want to say carrying a team because this is a team effort, clearly, especially defensively, but she does it in all the categories. Add Pelican and add Haig, add Pellegrino, add Rav. I mean, they have a good team, and the seniors have been good at. You can tell that the seniors have been a great example on the juniors and the underclassmen because they've all gotten better. If the seniors hadn't done their job this year, then their team would. No one else would have gotten better on the team, and this whole squad in front of me is a better team.
And the way that the way that Sid Hake brings the ball up and gets things in motion for the team when they start setting into their offense just can't be understated. She's so fast. She has great court vision. She knows where to
Speed's
find
absurd.
people. You know?
Yeah, her feet and her hands run like, and her arms are like Speedy Gonzalez. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the feet in soccer. You see both in basketball. Now, her brother, he was big. He was a physical factor on the court. You wanted to be paying attention to where he was at because if he set a pick on you or something, or you accidentally ran into him, or he's diving for a ball because he'd be on the floor. He was your guy. I mean, he's 150%er, just like Sid, diving all over the place, putting his body out there, using his body, and he was a great football player as well. So he was a huge factor on the team as well. Like I said, he's off into now his second year of college, I think. So.
You know, Greg, I have to say, as we see Voisinet nail another one.
Clutch, too. 4-point
she
game
is,
again.
She is just fantastic from the line. I mean, even if she were to, well, I'm not going to say anything here. Just let me.
We're going to split.
Yeah, I jinxed it, I'm sure. But, you know, that was probably her first miss from the line tonight. She's just been fantastic. And I got to say, Greg, I'm going to officially root for the 49ers on behalf of you for the Super Bowl.
I appreciate that. I've received messages. It's a long night. It'll take me about 5 hours to watch the game. Cause I pay for like a special version where there's like no huddles, and I also watch the regular one. And if something goes bad, then I'll stop watching and I'll wait for the other version. People don't want to watch it with me. I'm not normal. I don't handle the pressure well. And I know
That was
Super Bowls, they can. Yeah, I might never see him in another one. I don't know. You never know the reality of sports, folks. And they'll never be as good as they are this year. They got a team.
I was actually thinking
unfair.
that because of Greg and because of some people that I know that are Raiders fans, I feel like I'll just and you know, the Chiefs are a little annoying me a little bit at this point. And you know what? I love Brock. Brock's a cool guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And they did say that's what I don't watch any of the upcoming week because I truly shouldn't be thinking about it. But they said that it's 80% 49er fans. It's almost a home game. I mean, stadiums, you can see it from the strip.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Vegas,
that's not far from San Francisco. Yeah, I mean, when I was out there, they were all Niner fans. But
not to mention the Raiders. I mean, you know, a lot of Raiders fans that were upset.
Cali, yeah.
A lot of Raiders fans that were upset about the move from the Bay Area. You know, if you're upset with your team for leaving the Bay Area, there's really only one other choice in the Bay Area to go with, and that's the 49ers. So,
and I'll tell you one thing that's weird is waking up on a Sunday and having to watch a football game at 10 a.m. that matters.
Oh,
like, you're just not into it, man.
Yep.
It matters, and then your football day's over at 1. Like it's crazy. It's really weird. Back to basketball in high school. Here we are to the playoff run. Hey, we have a 5-point game, anybody's game, and over under by Boston. A little strong, no help underneath, and the Chargers with a chance to bring it down to a 1-possession ball game. And in comes Hakes. Hands of fury. We were just talking about big steal, big look. It's pushed and no call, but still keeps it alive. And this time that's got to be on Chariho. It is. Hake gets the foul, and the Bulldogs will inbound unless they're in the penalty.
Sid Hake is doing everything she can right now to make sure that this senior project ends the way that she wants it to. This senior project in memory of her Nana. And, you know, this is a special night. It's a non-league game. Again, it's a game where you're playing against probably some of your friends on the other team, people that you know well.
Deep. 5-point lead. They had to steal Rafferty. Man, those 2-1 soccer I was telling you about. Out of nowhere. Her feet are faster than my mouth, and I can talk quick. Like, honest to God, their feet and their hands, the defensive team can play. They're a buzzsaw. You don't want to bump into them in the playoffs. You do not. I mean, I don't, like I said, it's just so, I don't want to say stupid, it's so complex how they run what could be such an easy playoff system. The fact that they're Division 1C, all they can keep doing is winning because there's 2 teams so close to them, and you don't know how many teams they take out of each. So, I mean, they're playing as though their playoff lives are on the line. You could tell from jump to whistle to the final buzzer, and they have to the rest of the way. I just can't wait. I can't wait till tomorrow's game. I can't. I'll be looking, but I won't even be able to print out the information until tomorrow. But I look. And it's up. And it's in. Hey, clutch under a minute. Bulldogs have now probably put that nail. That was about it. Not that 7. And on her, fittingly, the final nail by Sid Hake, whose senior project tonight, benefit to lung cancer on behalf of her grandmother, Nana, and all proceeds from the game. I do believe that Dave, our wizard behind the scenes, posted the link. Please donate and support Sid Haig's senior project, which has turned into a nice, let me see, that wasn't a buzzer, that was a whistle, I think, but they might just say it was a buzzer. No, that's the timeout on the floor. It's a 7-point game, and I do think 27 seconds is asking a little much, but it could be possible. So the good thing is the Bulldogs got around the 53 end of things. Measuring stick, Chariho 13-2 in Division II. Bulldogs 8-7, 9-7 now overall in Division I. Up top there, try division, whatever, subdivision, whatever it is. What does that mean? I don't really know on the fly here. I can look into it a little bit more, but I mean, I maybe I misjudged the capabilities of our teams, and they're worthy of being where they are at. Next opponent for this lady squad, LaSalle, avenging a 2-point loss in LaSalle, has their opportunity at home. You know, that is huge in two ways. It gets them within a half a game of LaSalle, but it jumps them immediately over Portsmouth and South by record. So every game, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And you don't think that these girls have an extra gear or the guys have an extra gear. They find it this time of year. It's just in you and you don't even know you have it. I mean, Varsity played this game like absolutely zero pressure, zero rivalry. And they're going to foul. They think there's enough time. All she's got to do is get one here is all I would say. I mean, this is a big win for this girls team who has a few days off. I mean, two-game winning streak just turned to 3 against your rival with an excellent division. So you're rocking and you're rolling. And right before this, I mean, you were 5-7. So now you're 6 out of 8. I mean, that's a heck of a 8-game run. And every other game right out is winnable. And they're winnable because of how much better this team's gotten. They've bought into the coaches. They trust them. And Chariho's they're going to play this puppy till the final buzzer. There is the opportunity because we split free throws. 3 threes could do it. In addition to 2 turnovers on our part, that take not much time off. So it's a good night here in Federico Gymnasium. In the spring, the only team in the gym is boys volleyball, and they're sneaky good every year. If it's still Coach Beal, man, they snuck their way. The same year the Bulldogs won the baseball state title, town dove in, and quietly we were doing games, and then next thing you know, at one point they lost the state championship by in 5 games. So yeah, we got some good teams that pop off in the spring too. Coach Luppy. He's the softball czar of Westerly. I think he's been here like it's either 15 or 19 years or something. Ladies take the court here, hoping to stave off a crazy comeback. And head forward with a little momentum. 3 in a row. In fact, they're hosting LaSalle, and their last loss was LaSalle 2 weeks ago exactly. Inbound, Bulldogs aren't going to foul. Not going to make it easy either. It's just quick D. I mean, they have to get a shot off, and they can't. And no foul, great D. It's going to stay. But, I mean, that's hands up, no contact, just make it difficult, and they're doing it. At one point or another, for a good extended time, the girls have really used every aspect of the game and had a good display. And this is it, folks. This was in the books. So call it a rivalry, call it what you will. The Bulldogs tack on 3 in a row, 6 out of 8. Head back to league competition on the 12th. It is a league rematch versus LaSalle. LaSalle knocked them off by 2 in their last loss, 52-50. Bulldogs looking for a little redemption. Final push towards the playoffs, folks. I'm so excited. We got hoops tomorrow night. Boys, tip-off, 7 p.m. Opponent, North Kingstown. They got to grab 1 win out of their last 3 games to get in. Nothing but fire going forward. I'm the voice of Greg Morano, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow night.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
Hot summers and cold winters can be unbearable, but D&V Mechanical has the solution for you. As a Mitsubishi Diamond dealer, we provide energy-efficient and personalized comfort solutions for your home. Our experienced technicians will install your new system quickly and efficiently, ensuring your complete satisfaction. Don't suffer through another season of discomfort. Contact D&V Mechanical today for a personalized ductless mini-split installation that fits your lifestyle. D&V Mechanical, your comfort is our top priority.
Ever thought about leveling up your fitness game in a fun and meaningful way? Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
The Thirsty Beaver Hometown Pub and Grub in Dunn's Corners is your ultimate destination for refreshing drinks, delectable dishes, and memorable moments with family and friends. Enjoy live music, DJ trivia every Wednesday night, and we're now the official spot to come watch and root for your favorite Westerly High School sports teams. The Thirsty Beaver, located at 265 Post Road, Spindrift Village, Westerly.